How to enter. Let's talk about it. When it comes to entering on the market, understand that trading is an extreme exchange between greed and fear. You're constantly changing from buyer to seller, seller to buyer, buyer to seller. So when you see a buyer market going up, it's going up to sellers. When you see a seller market going down, it's coming down to buyers. And then between that, you got scary buyers going to buy high because they see, oh, it's like Bitcoin, it's already 100K, let me buy. And you have scary sellers when they see, oh shit, Bitcoin or whatever, this stock been falling, let me sell. It's been falling for 3 weeks. But then you got the people that bought as soon as they saw it, as soon as they got the signs, they didn't hesitate. So continuations are the easiest ones to learn because it lets you be able to hold your trade longer. You're most likely going to get more of that 2x trade, right? And then you take reversals. Reversals is more choppy, but that's where you will get more of a 10x trade based off how dangerous it is. It's one of those more danger and more reward, because it's like you can lose a 1 minute candle. Like the very next candle that closed above, you out. But that's why when we take reversals, those are inside the green and red from ceiling to floor, ceiling to floor, ceiling to floor. Those are hard to catch because you gotta have super precision. So when it comes to the candles, we don't care to interact and read every single candle. It's cool to know every candle because it's only 14, but we only learn 10. But you don't want to read and learn every single candle on the charts. You only want to pay attention to candles around your zone, around your POI, or almost at your POI, because you only look at candles to enter. You have to limit decision fatigue. Maybe like play the game while you trading, maybe watch TV, something like that. Get used to setting alerts because there's only 4 different entry places to go. This isn't even strategy, this is a system. Just basic market structure. Reversals, continuations. Some people say I'm a reversal trader. Some people say I'm this, I'm not. Me me personally, I'm a momentum trader, where if I was to show you my strategy is based off all momentum. Zip lines. Average trade is from 1 minute to 3 minutes for a loss and 3 minutes to 14 minutes for a win. So when it comes to how easy it is to like really create something out of it, what it is that we about to go over, it's gonna really make sense. It's not really much to say about these candles, it's more so just get on the charts and do it. But don't pay attention to candles. It's not around your TP zones, take profit, stop loss zones, stop loss, and entry zones. And that's what we'll go over. So in this template, I'm gonna remove and kind of like skip over some stuff, but I'll put the template out there on this YouTube video just so y'all have access to it. But I'm gonna make more videos about candles, but let's focus on how to enter. How to enter. How to enter. How to enter. Right? How to analyze candles at key levels. Let's hit the templates. Japanese candles. Do you know why we changed the color of our candles? Because candles are indicators. They tell us if the market is going up or if the market is going down. And when you look at the market going up or down, you simply understand it's an exchange between greed and fear. Red doesn't mean bad, and green doesn't mean good as a trader. As an investor, if they see 3 months of red candles just going down, 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 That's bad for most people. And then that 1% of people was like, well, I was about to buy 5 shares of Apple today for $20 each with this $100, but now they $5 each, and I still got $100. Now I can go ahead and go say, you know what? Let me buy 20 of them instead of 5 of them. This is a chart here of me taking trades and just showing like how it could really get for you in minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 minutes. That's $250 every minute. We're just following this type of system. And this ain't even the system. This just following basic market structure. Level to level, level to level. Japanese candles show real price movement. They show the open, the high, the low, the close. They also show every single candle color change, showing that extreme decision making. They show that extreme, it's like that is always running, right? It's like it's gonna show that buyers, sellers, buyers, sellers, buyers, sellers. We like to enter on these candles. We don't like to hold. Why Japanese candles? Japanese candles show the live price action in the market tick by tick, and the market moves in ticks, not seconds. Japanese candles, like everything else, are indications, not predictions, that something is unfolding. This is not if then, this is cause and effect. Every candle contains a story of greed versus fear inside it. That internal battle is what we are labeling, not guessing. The key context, we only care about what candle indicate when they form around strong POIs, points of interest, what we're interested in entering. Away from POIs, candles are just noise. The most efficient, repeatable, and profitable way to read candles is to let the candle close. A candle before it closes is emotion. A candle after it closes is truth. We do not trade movement, we trade confirmation. So, this right here is a candle that just shows it closed below, which means this is a bearish reversal. It's the first leg of a bearish trend. But now let's say this same candle closed above. Well, now that's a bullish continuation. So it's not about where the candle closed or how the candle, it's not about how the candle look or what color it is. It's how it closes and where it closes. Same thing for this one. This candle, this is a strong bearish reversal, right? Bullish reversal. But what if this candle closed below? That'd be a bearish continuation. So once again, it's where the candle closes, not how it closes. The color of the candle doesn't matter. They are snakes until we see how it closes. How every candle moves. Every bearish candle, it don't matter how small the body is, how big the body is, they all move the same way, right? So a bullish bearish candle open low. Pin that. A bearish candle open high, manipulates to its highest point, come down low, and it closes lower than it opened. That's the definition of bearish, closing lower than it opened. This bullish candle open low, manipulated lower, made the highest point that it'll make, and then it closed higher than it opened. Up candle, up close candle. The candle opens low, manipulates lower, right? And this is a high, and down here is a low. Once it come up here and it break this high, it's making a higher high, right? And when it came down here and made a higher low, this low is now low higher than this low over here. But we see, okay, we could still potentially come all the way back down here for a retest, but it could just continue up for a pullback and give us a retest up here. Remember, retest is when the level, when candles come back or up to that key level. A pullback is just fluctuation. Down close candle opens low, right? Opens high, manipulates higher, right? So this right here would be the low, this the high. Boom. When it break this low, now it makes a lower low. And right here, it makes a lower high, right? So once we see that, how the candle forms, and we see, boom, it makes a low, makes a high. This low gotta get broken. Boom. It's a stepping stool. And this little space right here is the body. Full body candles. So this is Japanese single candles, right? And this is how we look at the exchange of greed and fear. Full body candles are super impulsive. It's usually 100%. When it's a candle that's 100% bulls or bears, that's not a market. Because remember, a market is an exchange. So we usually see full body candles in reversals, because that's usually when bulls or bears are trying to get attention or trying to really prove a point that they are going up, right? And then we have the hammers. The hammer candles, like, they're different, right? So a hammer candles is like a slingshot. It started off 100% bearish right here. And when it closed 80% bullish, 20% bearish, above a level. A normal body, this is what we normally see, right? It's like 70%, 60% bullish, 30-40% bearish at close. This is the Doji. This is when we get to see the market isn't going anywhere. This is a gravestone. These are our other favorite candles. Gravestone candles were once 100% bullish, but it slowly got chipped away and it closed 20% bullish, 80% bearish. It's not about the color of the candle or the color of the line, it's how it closed at the line above or below. When we look at the bearish candles, when we look at these Dojis, Doji candles are our number one candle. Number one. Doji candles show us when the market isn't going anywhere. And when we get a Doji candle above or below a level, it's green. But Doji candles, when we get those are usually the candles we say it's not the candle we want. It might be the next one. We might need extra confirmation. But with these hammers and gravestones, we don't need extra confirmation. That's the whale setup right there. So diving more into these here, if I just put a level up here, right, and then I put a level down here, well, we say with a bullish, I don't know, let's say the reversal, right? That full body candle, you'll get like a hammer or something. Then you get full body candles, right? Something super aggressive, right? And then on the opposite way, boom, you're getting full body candles, right? These are all reversals. Bearish reversal, bullish reversal. But now, let's say when it actually breaks above. When it breaks above, you might get a full body candle. Those are the trades when we say, hold up, I might not be at my target, but I'm up 1% of my account. Let me get out. What we prefer are the normal body candles because we get a cleaner retest. When we get full body candles, we don't get that retest back down to that level. Listen, I know we just jumped into something crazy, but that's why we're doing it the way we are. Because once veteran information get through at you, you're going to be able to apply it the more and more you hear the same thing over and over. They're like, hey, it's day one, we already did like market cycle, how the market moves. Then the other day we just did what is it, the edge pretty much, right? Like our 4 opportunities, and now we're doing how to enter. Yeah, it's like learning a new language. Boom. With these normal bodies though, that's really what we prefer. Let's go to the next one. When it comes to the full cut or closed cut, up hammer candle, up closed candle, whatever the hell, it's different because this candle here, it has no wicks. It only has 2 steps. It opens and it closes. Literally, where it opened at, it didn't go no lower than where it opened at. And where it closed at, it didn't go any higher than where it closed at. And the problem with this candle is... So yeah, all of these are videos. I'll drop the link, right? Now when we looking at those dojis, this is what we was talking about, where we see a doji and it might not be the candle we want. It might be the next. And we might be able to, right? Well, that comes with cooking. This being able to enter here, gotta be quick. You gotta be quick. So that's really it with that, man. It's a lot of candles, a lot of stuff to go over. These right here are my favorite candles. These are 3 inside down. But we're gonna go over these so often. That's why we're doing this video the way we are, because we can't complicate entering. We can't do that. Like, we don't need to learn all of these because y'all gonna go looking for all of these. But this right here is really good. This reminds me of that example in the 4 opportunities video where we had a super bullish candle. People thought, oh, let me buy. And it chopped you down. Same difference. Start setup. When to use Hikinashi. Hikinashi, trend direction, holding winners, confident setup. Japanese entries, exits, precision. Hikinashi is for clarity. Regular candles are for execution. Maybe we could go over Hikinashis in this video. I'm thinking about it. Japanese candles. I only trust candles after they close at key locations. I'm only looking when I'm entering. Would you go to work and not clock in? Final thoughts. Japanese candles are precision. They show real open, close, and rejection. I don't read candles everywhere, only at key locations. Strong closes show control. Wicks show rejection. Dojis mean wait. I use Hikinashis to stay in trends, and Japanese candles to get out, in and out clearly. Look, it's pretty hard to read a range, right? When it comes to boxing a range, it's hard to box that. It's pretty hard to see if we're going to stay in. So many people would have got chopped out here, right? Boom, it's really hard to stay in on these type of candles and hold trades. So many people would have got chopped out here. People getting, cooked. Because it's not that easy to hold trades on candles that expose your emotions. So you're not allowed to say you have emotions. You did not earn it. So it's simple. BC is buy when the candle break and close. Negative BC is sell. That's when the candle break and close below. That right there, that's the difference of continuations versus reversals. This is based off continuations. Why? Because why would I teach? Like when people say, are you teaching your VIP info? Yeah, it doesn't matter because this YouTube. If your time's so valuable and you do all this, you make all this money, why would you waste an hour on information that's not really worth your time, not even worth your breath? Yes, this is continuations. The type of shit that gets you paid in your sleep. Focus on being an aggressive rabbit so you can be an even more aggressive turtle. The average person invests $400 a month. $400 a month is $4,800 a year. You could be the type of person that made $5K a day and you just invested it just because you said I can do it tomorrow. And you might not. You might do it the next day or the next day. But guess what? You just invested in one day what it took somebody a whole year to invest. Boom. Notes needed. Japanese give momentum. Candle of colors don't matter. It's if and how they close and where they close. Favorite entry candles are Dojis and Gravestones and hammers. Dojis confirm if it's the next candle, but it shows that we're not going anywhere. Gravestones and hammers. We need buyers and sellers in the market for us to enter. We don't like to enter when it's just, oh yeah, 100%. Because if it's 100%, that's impulsiveness. Full body candles. Stay away from entering. Actual price. So, let's go deep. Pick one market. Mark up a horizontal line on the previous day candle. On a 5-minute time frame, circle star candles at the levels. At least 20 hammers or gravestones or dojis. You don't know until it's born. Boom. Let's get to the charts. What is it called? Trading view. Make sure y'all subscribe to that YouTube at Kaizen Kee. This is on YouTube. Boom. Super charts. Let's actually develop the same chart that we've been doing. Right? We're going to be on the same one. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this. We're going to delete all of the extra stuff, right? Nah, we ain't got to delete it. We just going to remove the whole thing. Go to the daily again. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to mark up the previous day high, green line, previous day low, red line. If you don't know how to mark up levels, bear with me. I'll drop a candle. I'll drop it for y'all, a video like that for y'all. But this is super basic. Don't complicate it. So we just want to find 20 hammers or gravestones, right? That interacted with our level. Well, here's one. This is called, when it comes to me making it less simple for y'all, this is called a dragonfly. This one right here, I know y'all saw it. That's one. Look at this. No, we're not cheating, but that's 2. That's 3. I can't say that's 4, but this is this first one on the right is gravestone, bullish gravestone. This one on the left is a hammer, and then this one over here was a bearish gravestone. A bearish gravestone is when it's red and the wick is at the bottom. A bullish gravestone, oh, I can do that. Hold up, y'all. Bullish gravestone. I do it like this. Nope, we gonna have to do it the tough way. Learn it tough so you ain't gotta learn it bluff. Huh. Bullish gravestone equals green body wick at top. Right? Bearish gravestone, red body wick at bottom. Bearish or bullish hammer, green body wick at bottom, bearish hammer, red body, wick at top. Simple. So we're going to drag this around with us everywhere. Let's find it. Boom. Bearish gravestone, wick at bottom. Boom. This first one right here is a bullish. It's a bullish hammer. It's a bullish hammer because the wick is at the bottom. This second one is a bullish hammer. Wick is at the bottom. Let's go up. So I copy and paste it. And I'm just going to delete, copy, paste. Boom. So this right here is no hammer, but we do have a hammer here. This right here is a bearish gravestone because it's a long wick at the bottom, right? Let's find the next interaction at a level. Boom. Right here is more of a normal body candle. Just because it's big don't mean that it's what is it, hammer or gravestone. But boom, I don't know what we on already. We did 1, 2, 3. We on 4 so far. Gotta find 20 of these, 20 of these, 20 of these, 20 of these. I'm doing it because you can't fake it. Like, make this shit boring. I simply know so much 2 years in because I studied the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. And I understood that I was the problem. Some people, it's hard for them to do that. It's hard for some people to admit when they're wrong. This right here is a bearish hammer because the wick in the body is at the top, right? It's a red body, wick at the top. Boom. No hammers, no hammers. Let's see if we can find. This right here is a Doji. This is like just a regular Doji though, right? Regular Doji right here. Red Doji because it's a red candle. Boom, let's see what we got over here. No hammers, none of that. Not on the levels at least. Cool. That was, I think, 6. It's like 6. Look at this one. This one right here. Bearish hammer. 7. Oh wait, let me make sure I point to it. 7. This right here. Bearish Doji again. 8. We need to find a bullish Doji now. Boom, boom, boom. This one right here. Another bearish Doji. And a bullish Doji at key levels. That's 8, 9, 10. Boom. Look at this. That's another Doji, right? This right here is a bullish Doji. This right here is more of a Doji too. It's like more of a, you know, like a, yeah. It's just a big Doji to be honest, cause it's equal. That's 11, 12. So this is a red Doji. 11, 12, 11, 12, 11, 12. And these are all on the key levels. I'm showing how omnipresent this is. This is on SpaceX. Boom. This is a gravestone right here. Imagine the fact that SpaceX only been here for like 3 weeks. And this system is found. We did gold. That was a commodity. We doing SpaceX. It's brand new. So we don't even need to do crypto. But SpaceX is technology and stocks. So this is 12. This is a gravestone. Boom, none. Look at this one right here. That was a gravestone. This one right here is more of a hammer, a bearish hammer, right? This one right here is a bearish doji, closing right above that level. Up. No interaction with the level. That was 12, 13, 14. 12, 13, 14, 12, 13, 14. This right here, this is a super bearish hammer. Them type of candles that like, hey, you better not have no fear. Enter. You're not going to never be 100% certain. You have to be certain in the uncertainty by boxing the noise. 15. Boom. Oh, look at this one. This is another gravestone. Bullish gravestone. 16. Look at this one. This is another bearish hammer. 17. Right? Red candle. Look at the top. Look at this. We're going to find a rest right here at the end. This next one right after. That's another one. That's a bullish gravestone. That's 18. This one right here, another bearish hammer. 19. This one right here, another bearish gravestone. 20. Boom. Check the link below. Like and subscribe.